To me, romanticizing my life doesn't mean I'm pretending I'm in a movie or something I can only do if I'm single or traveling the world. To me, it's about making the conscious choice to cultivate contentment exactly where I am and to see goodness in every season of my life. In times of trial or times of ease, there is joy to be found, I truly believe. It's about rejecting the narrative that says my life starts when I lose 10 pounds, when I get more money, a bigger yard, whatever it is I'm tempted to idolize in that season. My life is not happening in some distant future. It's happening right now. I think often the days of motherhood are thought of as mundane, sometimes drudgery even. They're repetitive tasks. The diapers need constant changing. Dishes need to be done. There's big emotions to hold space for. Lessons to teach. It really is never-ending work. And it is precisely this reason that I find it all the more important to set about finding beauty and joy in these everyday moments. Having my daughter brought this invitation to slow down and to open my eyes to the sweetness and the magic in completely ordinary things. One of the biggest ways I have romanticized my ordinary moments is to cultivate beauty anywhere I can. It is not a vanity to love beautiful things. I believe we were designed to cultivate and appreciate beauty. I did not used to be that way though. I used to think it was superfluous to have flowers on the table because they just die, or to put a lot of effort into the appearance and the coziness of my home. Why would I go run at the trail when it takes more time to get there? I could just run on a treadmill in a garage. Now, I don't find it just nice or even a luxury. I find cultivating and appreciating beauty to be essential for my quality of life. Whether it's picking neighborhood flowers, scoring a beautiful loaf of sourdough, lighting a candle at dinner time, or finding little touches around our home that brings us joy. It helps me to resist the temptation to stop putting my life on hold, to resist the temptation to think that when X happens, then I will live my life. Then things will be better or easier. And this is actually why I switched to a minimalist 10-item wardrobe. I wanted to wear clothes that I loved, clothes that made me feel good physically, but emotionally as well. I don't want to save my quote real clothes only for other people or special guests. Because my days with my family, that is the majority of my life. That is what my life is made up of. The days spent reading or cleaning or playing. I really appreciate EarthBreeze sponsoring today's video. EarthBreeze is an eco-friendly alternative to traditional liquid laundry detergent on a mission to create a more sustainable laundry experience that is gentle on skin and our planet too. It is incredibly important to me that the products I use don't have endocrine disruptors or skin irritants, especially as a mom of a toddler with that precious baby skin. Over the years, I have cycled through lots of natural brands and even made my own laundry detergent for a long time. But it was either pretty time consuming or honestly just did not work as well as I'd hoped. Sheets are minimal, you just throw it in and that's it. I also use their 100% wool dryer balls, which is a great alternative to single-use dryer sheets that often contain synthetic fragrances. For more information on EarthBreeze, the discount code they're offering my viewers, please check the link in my description box below. Disconnecting from technology and the constant rat race of social media brought so much color and beauty to my ordinary moments. I came to realize that the greatest thing that stole my joy, especially in motherhood, the thing that made me feel like my ordinary life was anything but romantic and lovely. It was the constant influx of perfectly curated images. Sometimes I wonder if it's so common for minds to find their lives boring because we've been fed the hyper-palatable lives of others for so long, especially the younger generation. Hollywood movies, perfectly curated Instagram feeds. If you grow up consuming processed food all day long, an ordinary apple will lose its appeal. But in reality, that apple is truly sweet, truly refreshing, And when we can adjust our taste buds, we find that there is so much pleasure in the simple, body-nourishing fruit. To me, when I minimize my media, my eyes could adjust to the normalcy of my home as special. I could quiet that hyper-stimulated feeling in my brain enough to find the peaceful hum of everyday noises like my daughter's laughter, the birds, the wind rustling the trees, or the sound of a mixer going with sourdough. And I found that there was plenty of sweetness if I could just attune my eyes to see it. Even through hard moments that inevitably come, long, tiring days, or even seasons of grief or hardship, I find it even more worth it to search for little joys. In the same way that reaching for a balm will soothe an aching muscle, so does attuning our eyes to goodness encourage our heart in the midst of a heavy season. Probably one of my favorite ways to romanticize my life is to ritualize things that normally people would rush through. Making my tea, washing my face, stretching and folding my bread. I used to obsessively multitask through these. And in doing so, I missed a lot of that sweet magic. These are all little moments that I can either rush through in an attempt to move on to the next thing, or sweet presence breaks that allow me to connect to the feel of the food in my hand, the smell of herbs steeping, or the feel of my skin. My life is so sweet because of little things, little people, little moments, little joys. All these little things have packed my heart so full, it feels close to bursting. And these boring days, they're just exploding with blessings. And I'm choosing not to miss it. Becoming a mom made me aware of time in a way I never was before. I'm so incredibly aware that my kid's childhood is happening right here and right now. And on top of that, my own life, my own memories, the days I'm spending, they're happening here too. And you cannot convince me that these are not the good old days because I am here. I'm living them. I am resisting the cultural pull to set my gaze on anywhere but where I am.